Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Last time, we started up looking at all of the stuff from Oratech. This is a really cool mod. It has like a lot of really cool animations and all the things. Honestly, it has some cool systems that I wish were a little bit better explained in the quest system, but it's a relatively new add-on to the mod pack, so I'm not going to complain too much about that one. So, we've made it through a few things. We've made the assembler, we've done the enduric laser to get plutonium dust and fluxite, and we made the centrifuge. And that's about where we ended off last time. Next up on the list is making the foundry, and then from there we need the atomic forge. And we're going to be using both of those things to make plutonium and other components that we're going to need for the Manhattan module. Before we end off, and before we actually move on to like ending off the series though, it's not on this, but there's something that's actually like genomic, or what is it called again? I don't remember. Um, it's some sort of research lab that lets you genetic research lab or something like that. Do I see it here? Cybernetic Augmentation Center. Yeah, we're gonna be building one of these things at some point because it sounds really cool. Literally augmenting yourself with various like cybernetic enhancements. Of course, I want to try it out. But anyways, between episodes, there was just a little bit of a lightning storm that transformed a couple of pigs and turned the mustard seeds into this. Or is this the peanut? No, this is the mustard seed. I am just as scared to try and fix this as I am to leave it. We good? Okay, looks like we're good. No, apparently mustard seed is just broken, so I'm not going to grow these things in case it happens to break anything. We're just going to stay at 143 of them. What is with the extra fire resistance particles? Like, I killed something and it gave a random effect fire resistance, and now it's, and now, like, those big orbs keep flying past my face, and I'm not entirely sure why. Like, that is not what the particle for that normally looks like. Oh, thank you, friends. But anyways, slight distraction, those go in there. Let's actually get back to Oratech, shall we? I already have a couple of things put together. I made a few more processing units, and I used this machine over here, or this machine shut to this set of machines, words are hard, to make a couple more Duraplast sheets. Because looking at the recipe for the other plastic, I think this is still going to be faster anyways. I did upgrade it a little bit with some conveyor belts. It just makes it a little bit nicer. Anyways, it's time to start with the foundry. I do have the recipe saved, and I already went ahead and got everything I'm going to need. Some copper, another motor, we made a bunch of these last time, cauldrons, and electrum. We still have plenty of all that stuff. So, foundry acquired, meltdown, and this is going to require 3 machine cores. Currently, I am only at 1. Oh yes, that's right, and I'm going to need lapis for this piece. Like, all these things are multi-blocks, but barely. Like, calling them multi-blocks is weird, because technically they take up multiple blocks, but it's just build one of these things, get a couple of basically free pieces like that. Yeah, it's gonna have to go like here. Oh, that's right, I have to hold these in my hand. They get automatically... What? Every other time they just get automatically placed. That time they're placing weird? And with that, the foundry is up and running. The animations continue to be like really cool. I haven't really done much as far as like add-ons go. I haven't really looked at it besides like the free speed add-on it gave us. So we might look at those a little bit further on. Anyways, the foundry here. I saved the recipe so I could look over here. Ooh, that looks like making Electrum's gonna be a lot easier. I don't think I had a good way to do it before. So might as well just create an extra half stack. It's better to have like a little bit extra on hand. Baby zombie. That just goes in there. Pretty slow, but it will run through no problem in just a minute. Okay, those are some interesting... Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got like a big old crank moving along the back. You can hear all the sounds. It's like blowing billows. That's cool. I like that thing. Oh yes, speaking of which, I did let the game run for a couple of hours between episodes across the last couple days, and we now are officially over halfway towards towards the Nether Star requirements. Currently only sitting at roughly 8 and a bits 3 times, and we only need 15, so we're getting pretty close at this point. Speaking of which, it was a few moments ago. Doop, doop, that, and that. Haven't done okay, that's gonna put us at 8.5. Cool. I haven't done that one in an hour or so, but that one's so much slower that it barely matters. Like, that is barely a drop in the bucket in comparison. But anyways, this has run through 12. I'm gonna grab the speed upgrade and move it over, just because this one moving a little bit faster seems more important. Let's see, 150 energy efficiency does not matter. Although I did just run over and take a look at the battery a little bit ago, or yesterday I think this was, and while we're not in danger of running out of energy, this number is going down progressively. Like, we're only down at 41.252%. I think when last we ran the machine, we ended at like 60, but that was also like 30 episodes ago now, so we'll probably have enough energy until the end of the series. But there's all of our Electrum run through for the most part. What we are going to need at this point is a free basic machine core. Thank you. We made the Enderic laser. Thanks for the Enderic compound. Plutonium dust. Thank you for plutonium dust. Anyways, the plutonium dust is going to be needed for 4 plutonium pellets. Not entirely sure what that says too. Which we can either use. Okay, we can either use 2 pieces of nickel and 2 pieces of plastic to do it, or just a single plastic and a duradium ingot. This is what we're going to go with. Because if we go look at alloying, it's just a netherite and a platinum. I have plenty of netherite. We produce infinites of it with that machine, or with the seeds. And we have infinite platinum, because we produce infinite of it with the seeds. So that's just, yeah, like, only do one if I can afford it. Plus, I'm sure this duradium is going to have other uses we're going to want. But with this, that goes in there, 1 of these, and then 2 plutonium dust. Does this have other uses? Batteries for modern industrialization. Batteries there, plutonium nugget things. Or you can use it to create uranite crystal beads, which is kind of cool. But there are the 4 plutonium pellets we're after. It doesn't want to give us anything for free. So at this point, we're just missing 4 Heisenberg compensators, which is actually the expensive part. So we still have our work cut out for us. So from here, it wants us to build a total of 8 duradium ingots for the atomic forge. Which, hold on, let's look at that real quick. The atomic forge, this is next up on the list. I think this is what we need for, like, producing, like, various AI chips and whatnot. So we're going to need 3 more reinforced plates. 1 and 2. Simple enough there. And we're going to need 1 more duradium and 2 of these flux gates, which is platinum, 2 fluxite, and a processing unit in the assembler. This is why I already went ahead and made a couple more of these things. We already made some of them last time. But these go in there. 2 more duradium, which means I'm going to need some more platinum. It wants me to build 8. Let's just build 16. That works. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to need, but I'm sure that's like a good starting point at least. So those go in there. The first 2 are going to go towards the thingies. The things we need for the atomic forge. What are they called again? Flux gates. Flux gates. So, flux gates. Wait, why? I don't actually need these for the flux gates. I'm not entirely sure what I was thinking. I need to go get platinum. I guess I went and grabbed the platinum and just assumed I was using it for more duradium? I guess is what my brain just did there. Sure, why not? Anyways, oh yeah, I did need 1 duradium, but that's besides the point. So, must be powered via an enderic laser. Multi-block requires machine cores 8, 0 add-on slots. So, flux thing here. Atomic forge. Let's go ahead and make it. This is also one where we're going to want to look. You hold Alt to take a look at it. Let's actually grab the radium as well out of this just to complete it. And the Atomic Smith achievement acquired, as well as Meltdown. So, Atomic Forge. Ooh, free enderic laser. Thank you. So, if I remember correctly what we read last time, these lasers can actually be used for, like, charging things. So, in theory, I can just, like, put that there and take, like, this extra thing, and that will activate it. Okay, so it's just, like, a little 3x3. I feel like... I don't know, doing this so close to happy here kind of scares me a little bit. But that is the most centered place for me to do it right now. I might need to give it that block of separation, though. Let's just attempt this. As long as I don't mess up, it'll only fire in this direction anyway, so we'll just do some terrain damage at worst. So from here, I'm going to need 8 more of these basic machine cores. I forgot I need to fill up that. I guess I ran out of iron in here. I forgot I was running low. So that and that. Cool. 8 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dupe, dupe, and dupe. Autofill is pretty nice. Atomic Forge. Okay, yeah, this thing looks pretty cool. This is... What is the front here? All 4 corners are technically different, so I don't know what's supposed to be front, or if it even matters. But this thing needs power, which in theory I should be able to do with the target designator from last time. Target there, and if I do that, it should start firing. Or not. Why didn't that start firing? Position stored, position saved to machine. Maybe this thing only runs if... Yeah, maybe this thing only provides energy to the Atomic Forge if the Atomic Forge is in use. I was sort of expecting it to need to be, like, at least charge it up to full before it can start running. Let's look here, I guess, first. The Atomic Forge is a powerful machine capable of creating advanced computer chips, reinforcing deep slate, and even duplicating ores. Energy pipes cannot be pumped into it. It needs to be powered by an enderic laser. That looks like it should bring you over to enderic laser. Word interaction. Where is the laser then, if that's the case? Getting started. Where? Lasers and fluxite, here we go. So, the enderic laser. Here we go, more specifically. Set the target, fluxite energy transfer. When the enderic laser targets a block that can store energy, e.g. any machine, it will fill the machine's energy storage. The laser ignores all input and output unit limits and can fill the energy storage of machines that may not accept energy from cables directly. Okay. Plastic glass. I don't know. I feel like it... I don't know. I feel like this thing should be firing, but isn't. I don't know. We'll just try and... We'll try using the machine to see. So what do we need this for? It can engrave certain things, including the Heisenberg compound that we're after. And then it can make the radium, but it's an even more expensive thing. We can use silicon wafers and processing units to build these advanced computing engines that we might need. You can build silicon wafers with it. Oh yeah, you can also build like Mekanism things, reinforced deep slates, uranium gems. What about this? Duradium and advanced computing engines. These things were the silicon wafers and these processing units. That is one of the two ways to build the Heisenberg things, and I don't know if it's actually the easier one or not. Like, these things, it looks like it just takes one of these dubious containers and catch a Vex, and I think from there it should just work. So, I don't know. Oh, wait, no, you need to grab the thing and then turn it with the fluid separation. That's a full other upgrade. Yeah, we're just going to do the other one, the Super AI chip version. So let's just save that recipe real quick. I think this is the one that's in the quest log anyways. So we're going to need 8 silicon wafers. We can get them with this machine or the other one. Let's just do it here because it's easier. 8 of these things, like 2, or that was more difficult than it needed to be. And then just grab some silicon from over here. Simple enough just to go like so. And then what? I just do that like that. Okay, there we go. I guess it needs to, be running to actually charge it up. There was some weird wiggling going on. I don't know, that's a little bit weird. I feel like this thing should just charge it. Dang it, I keep accidentally doing that. And then I end up having to go fix it later on. Okay, so 8 silicon wafers. 4 of these things, so 4 processing units along with those wafers again. 4 here, 4 here. I might need to build more of these processing units. And there is advanced computing engines. Cool. And then from here, there's that. These things do the same thing again. Just go like so, and go like so. That's actually a little bit more expensive. It takes a lot more charge, and so it takes a lot longer. Hold on, this is only going to be 2 super super AI chips. Artificial brilliance. Get a super AI chip. Skynet who? It's Skynet who? It's not just smart, it's super smart. Oh, brilliant idea. Like, this thing is probably smarter than we are. And then we're going to need 4 of these Heisenberg compensators. Which means we need to build 4 super AI chips. Why on earth did you tell me to make 2, game? That's weird. Like, that is strange. Okay, so do the whole process again. Let's see, 4 of these things. That means I'm going to need to build 2 more processing units. But should be just as simple as 8. 8 of these things. Once again, fill it up with silicon. Then these things, use these things, processing units. Let me get 2 more of these things. It's only going to take a moment. It's just grabbing everything and putting it in the machine where it goes. Okay, and from there we have these. And once again, just do this. It's again slow, but only takes a moment to get us the super AI chips. And from there, engrave one more time, adamant ingots. Yeah, these things go in, and then I'm going to need 8 adamant ingots, which I already have. Yeah, it is only 8. I was second guessing myself for a moment, but like it's 4 here and 4 here. It's not 8 and 8. But with that, 1 Heisenberg compensator. The second one should be done. What else can these things be used for? Before I just go ahead and use all 4 of them. A synergy matrix add-on. Super high operation speed, but for pretty low energy efficiency. That's not too bad. Bedrock extractor. Must be powered via laser. Combine nodes below bedrock locations where ore resource nodes are found. This multi-block machine can only operate when placed on resource nodes and must be powered using uric lasers. Your resource nodes are infinite and cannot be destroyed. Okay, that's interesting. I noticed that there were ore blocks, but they were called resource nodes. I guess eventually, I guess every once in a while you can just find those then. What else is there? So that's kind of cool, but we haven't seen the purpose. Collects the energy of tachyons emitted by particle. Okay. Tachyon absorber. So I think there's some sort of particle acceleration and smashing mechanic in this mod. I have a feeling that's like some really good energy production, or at least storage. Promethium needs these overcharged crystals, which are, let's see, particle collision. There it is. Energite and Fluxite and a particle accelerator. Particle accelerator is some pretty high-end stuff. Um, we'll look at that later on if it's needed for the cybernetic enhancements. If it's not, I don't know if I'm going to take the time to look at that or not. But with the Heisenberg compensators, TNT, and 4 plutonium pellets, that means everything we need for the Manhattan module is at hand. Warning, unleashes catastrophic chaos, only for those who wish to leave a lasting impression or crater. Manhattan module acquired. Let's just not put that in our hand. That's just going to hang out here. I don't want to accidentally click that down and destroy the universe. That would be bad. So that gives us our choice of a bunch of good stuff. I don't actually know if I need any of that stuff right now. I'm just going to leave that for the moment. And the Manhattan module is just a bunch of levels. I think that's technically everything we need from this mod. And in fact, at this point, that is everything we need ingredients-wise, besides the nether stars, for the ATM star. So, Aurotech, thank you for the goodies that we didn't end up using. And the Manhattan module is a complicated recipe. It needs all that stuff we just got. Okay, maybe 2 out of 3 of it is complicated. There's all that good stuff. We already read it. We already got it. Cool. It gives us some free plutonium dust. Don't really need that anymore. And a second free Manhattan module. Which is really fun, because I want to see what this thing does. Why'd I scroll over that? That was terrifying. I'm assuming it's not just, oh, hold it in your hand and the world explodes. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not going to be that mean. But still, it's not exactly super comforting to just have a mass destruction ingredient like that. Just to double check, empty one, full one. The right one is the full one. The right one goes away. Double check again. Empty. Cool. Not going to accidentally delete thousands and millions of stuff. Got it. So, at this point, just open this up, and I don't actually have it saved anymore because I updated the mod pack, but Manhattan module goes in the top left. This thing goes here. Micro missiles. Why am I doing this bit by bit? I don't know, but it feels important enough given that this is officially the final true ingredient to the ATM star. That goes in the middle. Unstable, or stable wormhole, excuse me. Then from there, crystal staff, explosive mycelial generator, and the lightning bomb. Yeah, we got a pulsating black hole. We got a stable wormhole. Everything about this wants to go boom. It wants to go boom, but let's see. That's a big boom. That's a big boom. That's a big boom, and that's a big boom. That is a stabilized massive energy source. Stabilizer, I guess you could technically call that like a thing for storing it. That thing winds back time if you end up going too far, and then magic. Cool. I'm not entirely sure how we came, how all that adds into a black hole. But you know what? We're now holding a black hole in our hand, because why not? It also doesn't really look like it's pulsating any, but oh well. So this thing is officially like the final piece. I keep forgetting I can zoom. I would have been using this so much more often. Very, very nice. So might as well just click the check mark. Thanks for the free stuff. The unknown, but yet it is everything we do now. All that can just go in there. Actually, all the modium gets turned into ingots because I don't actually have blocks of that anymore. Cool. So now let's go blow stuff up. We tested out the, last time we had a big old explosion, it was the thing. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. The Draconic Reactor. And, actually, I was a bit afraid that I had done my math wrong, because I wanted to make sure. So I did actually come back here to measure how big the Draconic Reactor crater was. Like, the center point is somewheres in there, but it's roughly where this Naga nest is. Like, it's roughly, like, final damage points, like, here. And so it's roughly, like, 700 blocks diameter. I was afraid, because the house is 700 blocks away from the reactor, but the reactor would be the center point, so in reality, it's only, like, 350 blocks of damage in every direction. So the farm would still be safe. Kind of barely, but it would be safe. So I'm just going to go... I want to see. I don't know how big this explosion is going to be. So from here, I'm just going to fly like 1,000 blocks this way, I guess. If the world's going to load. Hopefully we're not in the swamp, because that would kind of mess with the things a bit. So, 571 blocks away now. I mean, this is probably like a decent place to do it. 750 blocks. Okay. So, we're roughly... We're just slightly farther away, distance-wise, as, like, the actual thing would do. As, like, the Draconic Reactor's radius is. So it's down the Manhattan module. How does it work? My immediate thought is flint and steel, or... Yeah. It's probably flint or steel, or it's, like, redstone signal. Those are, like, the two main ways to start TNT, obviously. Well, that's disappointing. That's really disappointing. That's worse than, like, that's barely better than a TNT, because it puts fire down, too. Am I missing something? Was that really it? Hold on, I need to go look this up. Is that really it? I was really excited, like, big booms, like, Manhattan module. What happened in Manhattan? I don't know, it's not like they created the A-bomb there. It's not like that's what the Manhattan Project was. That's disappointing. 1 second, like, I want to make sure that's really it and I'm not missing something. Okay, I found out why this happened. The ATM team literally put on the boring nukes config setting. That's really sad and annoying. I'm gonna spawn in another one and blow it up for real this time. I don't care, I'm cheating on this one, because that's a weird decision. Like, everything else in this mod, they're like, okay, this one thing right here, this thing just doesn't work anymore. I'll see you after I reload stuff. Okay, I'm hoping that just going into, like, the main menu, changing that in, like, the in-game configs, and just restarting the world itself will work. Otherwise, I might have to do that all over again. So there's that. Let's just try it. Well, it was different this time. That's probably a good sign. That fact that I'm fairly sure the entire world just completely shut down because of this is probably also a good sign that it worked to change the config. Whether or not that's a good thing for, like, the mod pack and the series, I mean, this could be a world-ending, like, save collapsing, explosion. Oh, hey, look! Oh. This ain't over yet. That's like the initial explosion. It destroyed everything. Armor, energy, 0, health, energy. Like, it used up one of the totems of undying. Just because we survived does not mean that the world is back up and running yet. Like, oh yeah, we don't have energy. I probably just died to fall damage there. Actually, no, maybe I didn't. I think I have enough fall damage reduction. That probably wouldn't have killed me. Oh yeah, plus I have a second undying. So this is, like, initial what happens. The world is... I'm so sorry. I really should have done this testing over in the mining dimension. Up here, invulnerable for a couple more seconds. There's the signs of the secondary explosion. Oh, hey, look, we gained 1 armor bar in the bottom left there. Oh, no. How is this going to react with water? Because I think it's already destroyed some water. Oh, yeah, you can see there. Like, that used to be part of the river. Okay, so it just evaporated water. We've gained 1 HP and 1 armor bar in the bottom left there. I think our invulnerability will be running out before the secondary explosion gets us. We might survive. I think with our survivability stuff and all of our bonuses, we might survive here. Nothing is happening though. I can't even like really pause recording and just come back when the main explosion happens. Because like I can't, there's no way I'm gonna catch the explosion beforehand. Oh, I killed a bunny. Oh no. Oh no! Why did I decide to do this here? Why did I do both of these explosion tests in a populated dimension instead of the empty dimension? Like, there's literally the mining dimension. That would have been so much better, especially since there's not bedrock only like 20 blocks down. Oh no, I'm the monster. I am truly a monster for this. Oh, there's little hiccups. I thought that was the world. I thought that was it going again, but I guess not. Hmm. Guess I'll just leave the screen right here. And I'll just watch in real time, and I'll just cut out a bunch here. Oh! uh... Are we full back? Nope, no. Nope, we're not fully back yet. We are going about 1 update every 2 minutes. It took about 2 minutes for that little update to happen, and it was just everything becoming magma cubes and the blocks just getting destroyed a couple blocks further out. Oh, no. It's a good thing I went to a completely different dimension to test this out, huh? Because, this ain't gonna end well. Oh, there it is. I guess I accidentally put in a couple too many inventory opens. Uh, nope. Nope, this ain't over yet. That was just the next update. That is not actually the next thing. Oh, yep, I just tried to teleport, and that's just going to activate whenever we can go again. Oh, I destroyed something down there. But, yeah, this ain't over. Oh, oh, we gained enough energy for me to do that. Okay, then. That's an upgrade of some sort. Let's see. Can we get any sort of judgment for about how far that explosion is going to go? I did not think to look at, like, the coordinates for where we first placed the thing. But, it's already looking at, like, about a 50 block radius. Like, we were at, like, 750 something when we went to the center point here. And now we're under 700. So, right now, yeah. It's already a 50 block radius. That is already a huge explosion. Oh, okay. These updates are coming a little bit faster now. There's an extra 10, 15 or so. Okay, okay. So if these start coming a lot faster, that would be pretty nice. It looks like stuff is starting to update a little bit more. Cool. Uh, yeah, currently roughly 80 block radius. 70. 70 block radius right now, maybe 75. Cool. Cool. Okay. I wonder, are we actually going to survive this or not? Like, it looks like our armor and whatnot's recovering. I don't know if it's really should be at this point. Like, we should have taken, like, a couple pretty big hits there. What is that painting? I don't recognize that painting. Hold on. Before the world updates and it gets completely obliterated, what is that? Oh, that one's cute. I like it. I don't know who that is, but, it's adorable. Cool. That must be added in by ATM. Anything cool on this side that I don't recognize? I mean, those paintings are cool. I don't recognize them, but I don't know. I like the cutesiness of the anime one. Let's see. Was that another block update or no? Um, Yeah, I think we moved another 15 blocks. I could be mistaken. But it is weird how this is spreading out. Oh, I see what's going on. It's going at like at like 15 degree, or not 15 degrees, like the 30-degree angles, like the hands on a clock. Like it's going to send in like huge waves in like these directions. That's pretty cool. Central point is just about here, if I have to guess. That looks just about right. There. Okay, it's not quite clock, it looks like. Um, oh, I guess I buffered another inventory opening at some point. Yeah, this is really cool. This explosion's pretty cool. We're going on 10 minutes of exploding. Um, like, I have wrote down 31:15. That's when I went to pop away. Oh, hey, look, there's the teleport. That only took like 3 minutes. Oh, we good? Um, yep, it looks like we're finally back in real time. Cool. Yeah, that was probably just about 10 minutes. So, what's the damage looking like? So, at its farthest point here, farthest point's a little bit hard to tell because the fire actually spread a little bit further, but this is like the final block damage. We're 600 blocks away. So, that's like 150 block diameter, or radius rather, if I had to guess. I'm just gonna pop in a quick little, thing here. Oh, still quite a bit of lag. Just because we're not freeze framing everything doesn't mean we're lag free at this point. So if I just go to the farthest away point over here, let's see, 262 blocks. Yeah, that's 130 block radius or 260 block diameter. So it's nowhere. Yeah, it is nowhere near the destructive capabilities of the Draconic Reactor. But that's not to say you want this anywheres near anything important to you, because the Draconic Reactor just deletes everything from existence. If somehow your base survives... Oh, hey, look, that's the Totem of Undying thing recovering. But somehow, if your base survived somewhat unscathed from this, it is getting burnt into ashes from the fire and all that stuff. At least with the Draconic Reactor, if you manage to just barely avoid the outside of the explosion range, your stuff isn't getting touched. It doesn't do anything else besides what it just deletes from existence. So, yeah, it's oh, hey, look, there's the backup. So yeah, obviously, this is worse. Like, here's like the inner ring. I think the inner ring is probably pretty similar. So like, here's that one. Like, here's the inner ring of the explosion. 136 blocks. So like, that's like the same. That's diameter is the same as the radius. Like, that's the small part of this explosion. It's already pretty much comparable. And that's just that point. Like, it makes a volcano. Like, the whole volcano is technically what I should be counting there. So, like, you don't want to be near either of these things. Like, that one you're not escaping from. This one, even if you do, you're gonna get, you're gonna feel the after effect of. So, yeah, I like these tests. The test where you can just sort of launch like an explosive thing without any consequences and just see what happens. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Oh, I see why there's still some ongoing lag. Literally everything is being burnt to ash. Like, I made that jokingly. I forgot that trees actually did that. Or, I don't know if I actually knew it all. I knew ash was a block. I didn't know that that's how you got it. Anyways, time to head on home. Sorry, Twilight Forest. I feel bad about what I did. I totally should have done this elsewhere. Oh yeah, the game is still not happy with me in the least. Oh yeah, there's still a backup going at the same time. Whoops. Yeah, How is this game, how is this world not completely broken at this point with the amount of nonsense I keep doing all at once? Like, it's actually a minor miracle. But, anyways, we probably technically have a couple more minutes with how much I'm going to have to cut from that explosion thing. I guess we can start taking a look at how to build the cybernetic enhancement thing. Ugh, lots and lots of lag still. Like, that dimension's not even loaded anymore. Oh yes, should also exit cheat mode. I don't think I can do it well in here. Anyways, I'm just going to deal with the stars real quick. There's that. And once again, I did technically do a minor bit of cheating with like the whole, there's no stopping the computer system from resetting itself. So I emptied it and then grabbed like another 100 for free when I reloaded the game. So there's, oops. Wow, lots of lag. I might need to end it here, but we deal with this. Deal with this. Go put these away. Nope, not recall. So I think we're going to end at, yeah, we should have just enough by the end of today to get one up to 9 3 times. And that's probably, that's like, feels pretty nice to me. Anyways, the Cybernetic Enhancement, Cybernetic Augmentation Center. I believe there's also a research center as well. I don't know if you need both or not. Cybernetic Research Station is built on research station slots similar to add-on slots. Ugh. Yeah, I'm doing too much. Cybernetic Augmentation Center is a faculty that allows you to install cybernetic augmentations into your body. They provide you with a variety of benefits, such as increased strength, speed, and protection. They can also grant you new abilities. Cool. Research. They must all be researched first. Walk into a assembled machine to open a Research and Application GUI. Okay, Research Station. Okay, so they have 3 multi-block research slots, which are attached similar to add-on slots, requires 3 machine cores, handles 1 research at a time, duplicate stations can enable parallel research. Okay. So arcane research is built on arcane, cybernetic, quantum, and arcane research. Oops. So that looks pretty cheap, actually. I'm a feeling I'm going to need like those research slots. Let's just build the augmentation center so that we can get like a feel for it, and then we'll deal with the rest next time. So to start, cybernetic augmentation, going to need reinforced plates, motors, and all that good stuff once again. That stuff, that. Steel. What am I missing? A chest. Lots of lag still. Chest, thank you. Dubious containers. I need more adamant, which I do still have somewheres, didn't I? Did I leave it in machine? Ah, here it is. Let's see. Cybernetic research needs 2 of these things. 1 and 2. A bunch of stuff we just made otherwise. Oh, yeah, look, the backup's done at least. 2 motors. 1 and 2 and 3 nickel, copper, iron. There it is. Shouldn't I already have one of those things already? I thought I did. Yep, here it is. And with that, we have the Cybernetic Augmentation Center. First time we're actually going to have to look at add-ons. Cybernetics! I'm going to build this thing separated a bit so that we have space for the things, and I'll just give it a flux point. So, how big is it? Okay, it can be centered here. Let's build it here's probably a good place. Oh, that needs millions of FE. That's a lot. Thankfully, we have it, but that's more than I was expecting. Let's just put that there. Give this thing a higher thing and priority 1. There we go. Now we're all chocked full of energy over here. And I believe I only need to do everything with this one. So what do you need? 10 machine core, 10 of the things, got it. Which are here. 10 of these. Put 9 more in. Doop, 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 doop. Thank you for auto build. And yep, this thing looks pretty cool. So it's set to walk in. Aha, here's the cybernetic research thing. Load existing player augments into the machine, open enhancer inventory. I'm not entirely sure what goes in there just yet. Um, so Steel Fist, missing requirements, cybernetic research station. Steel Fist and synthetic muscles, cybernetic, cybernetic, cybernetic. Okay, looks like most of the starting stuff here is just regular cybernetic research. And then once you reach about this point is where you need to upgrade to the other two. Got it. So we have the thing. Ooh, flights, just built in. Living fortress, that sounds cool. Next time we'll figure out how to build the extra things where we do have the starting machine. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. Whoops. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I totally just said that we were going to have enough another stars to get three times before we ended off, and then just completely forgot to wait to get the ninth one, didn't I? There we go. Nine three times another stars. Completely skipped over my head. Not that important anyways. It's not like it's not like that was the final one anyways. Yeah, whatever. 9 out of 16. We're 60% of the way there. Otherwise, next time it's cybernetics, and I guess if that doesn't take us too long on cybernetics, getting stuff together to start building the star, we'll probably start next time as well then. Anyways, for real now, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato, Tanagura, and Goddess of the Starfilled Void. Thank you both so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.